What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Click Experience. My name is Galvin McIntyre and I help people embody their higher self. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you that of positive perspectives and how to create and attract more abundance into your life. So let's get right into it. So why is it important to hold a positive perspective? When you are holding a positive perspective, I'll give you a quick example. Imagine you had the decision to go down road number 1 or road number 2, and you chose for some reason to go down road number 1. So when you're going down road number 1, you're going to quickly come across a lot of obstacles, this, that, and the other thing. Now, you'll be looking at the other road and be like, damn, I wish I went down that road. It's a lot more rewarding. Well, you could have went down that road through the present moment, right? If you chose that road, you could have. When we are in a positive perspective, or when we're holding a positive perspective with a positive vibration, it's not just think better thoughts, oh, this could be so good. It's simply about becoming aware of the opportunities coming into your awareness and choosing that which you resonate with the most. And this includes how your heart feels, how your intuition is communicating with you, and that would be the step that you took with your higher self. A lot of times in reality, we like punish ourselves or we put ourselves down for not doing something, but it's only because of perspective that you're not taking that opportunity. And so when you have a positive perspective, you're literally seeing the most optimal route to take. Okay, a lot of the times, a lot of people think that our future is predetermined, that everything is how it is and it can't change. Stop that. It's not true, and it's only creating more suffering and blocking abundance from your life. To attract more abundance, to embrace a higher vibration, right? To get these opportunities that are always in front of you, all you need to do is change your perspective around the manner, and you'll be able to move in a flowy manner into the right direction. So I don't have a stand or anything, but I'm gonna hold this up so you guys can see it. I mean, I do have a stand, it's just not big enough. So I got my grand little board here, positive perspective. So on the left side, you see the autopilot mind. This is what I was just talking about. Oh, life just is the way it is. I gotta do this thing because everyone does this thing. This is what society tells me to do. This is what I believe is true. And so he's gonna go a certain way. And then this individual right here, you can call him whatever you want. He's open. He's not in an autopilot mind saying this is how it's supposed to be. He's open. He's going, hey, maybe there's a possibility with a positive perspective. Hey, maybe there's a possibility that there could be a better way. And so right here on the autopilot state of mind, you see the lower vibration or the lower frequency or just a not so optimal, which this could have been an optimal route to take in the past, but it doesn't serve you anymore, so it would be better if you were open. So through the autopilot mind, you'll notice you're just going in one direction and it's not really changing. You'll encounter the same situation or a similar situation and deal with it the same way. In an autopilot, not even thinking about it type of mind. And that would be an autopilot perspective, which can be positive, but it's not optimal. So this guy right here, he's in an open perspective. He's in a positive open perspective saying, well, if I take this route, then this and this and this could happen. Instead of just thinking, oh, the future's already predetermined. The only way and the best way to really create or choose a more optimal timeline is this. Look, both of these individuals, regardless of their perspective around reality, they're both being fed the same opportunities, a positive and a negative, a positive and a negative, regardless of their perspective. So that's why I say thinking better thoughts doesn't always work. It's just a perspective. This individual had experienced things in the past or believes that society is ran a certain way so the future is inevitable. So he's going to just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. This individual, so the autopilot guy is like stuck in the past, thinking about the future, and isn't really present to the moment. Now this guy right here, he's open, has a more flowy vibration saying, hey, you know what? I'm willing to let go of my old perspectives, of my old beliefs, and allow some new ones in so that I can experience a more abundant full life. And that's exactly what happens. You got 2 rows to choose from is what he's being presented into his reality. Again, they're both getting the same opportunities no matter what. Except this time he says, you know what, I'm gonna take a different route. I'm gonna try this, and it might be scary, it might be adrenaline-y, but at least it's not the same shit I've been doing over and over and over again. Let's see what happens. And usually about 9 times out of 10, well, 100 times out of 10, if you are present to the moment, you are open-minded, clear-minded, in a flowy vibe, you'll be able to see the most optimal opportunity in any given situation, whether it be a super stressful one or a super flowy, easy one. You'll be able to receive or go down that timeline that most suits you. Now, the easiest way to go down the most optimal timeline to experience more and more and more abundance is to be present to the moment. Be here now, right now. Don't think about what could happen in the future. Don't think about what happened in the past. Now, of course, those are things to take into account, but don't attach your mode of operation to these things, because it will keep you in this loop, in this circle of just doing the same things over and over again. And we know, and you may already have experienced this in your life, is that it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks doing the same thing over and over again, and it just getting better in little small ways, sometimes getting worse. And so to attract more abundance into your life, to really fulfill that inner divine spark that we all carry and connect to your higher self, know that holding a positive perspective will create that opportunity for you. You will literally be like, yo, that's it right there, I'm going there. A lot of the times it stems from intuition. Now, this isn't always an easy thing to do. I know it wasn't for myself. Just a quick example, a couple weeks ago, I was having a hard time. I was helping my dad doing concrete, and I was having a hard time because, you know, it's a laborer's job. Sometimes we all have 9-to-5 jobs that we don't necessarily enjoy too much. And so when you're doing these things and you're in such this certain type of vibration, it affects your consciousness in a certain way. It'll make you react to things you wouldn't normally rationally react to in a positive or negative way. And what had happened was I got a phone call that my freaking electricity in my house got turned off because it was previously my old roommate's name. And in order for them to get it turned off or get it taken out of their name, they had to turn off the whole electricity in general and restart a new account. So of course, my fridge and my freezer and everything in it went to shit. But when I got that phone call, I was like, wow. Immediately I was struck with this feeling of just, what? Like frustration. How could this have happened to me? I instantly got in this like victim mentality until something clicked. I was like, wait, there's gotta be a way to solve this in a fast, effective, and positive manner. Of course, I knew these things, and so I really put it into work. I said, all right, I'm gonna have a positive perspective about this. Something could possibly be good about this. So I immediately hop on the phone call with Unisource, which is an energy provider for the area. It connects with all these different companies, Long story short, I was super cool with them. Usually these suddenly guys get like a bunch of, and like of course the Wi-Fi and stuff was turned off as well because of the account. You know, usually these people encounter super frustrated. Hey, my electricity just got turned off. You better turn it back on right now. Da, da, da. All of these frustrated people. And so when this individual answered, it was a woman, she said, hi. Like she seemed like she was expecting me to be angry because that's a typical response you get. But instead I was like, hey, what's going on? Like I just found out that my electricity turned off. That's kind of funny because my light just turned off. One second. Oh, what the heck? Anyways, my light just turned off as I was talking about that. What had happened was because I was in such a good flowy mood, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the roll. I don't know how to turn the electricity back on myself, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go with the flow. It ended up creating magic in a way I never even actually expected it to. And I wasn't attached to it. I wasn't going, oh my gosh, if I hold this positive vibration, then I'll get a bunch of good stuff in return. That wasn't it. I was just simply in the present moment, following my breath, easing into that feeling of frustration and just being open about it. And what had happened was this lady ended up giving me gift cards to Amazon, a prepaid card for gas stations. All this cool shit I would have probably never got if I was yelling at this woman saying, turn my electricity back on. And of course, people appreciate positive energy. So, moral of the story, to create abundance in your life, to attract abundance in your life, and to really go down that timeline where you're gonna be happy and fulfilled, you must first be present to the moment, be present with your feelings, and be aware of your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs. And then through that open-minded, through that neutral observing state of mind, you will be able to pinpoint, boom, that's exactly where I need to go, and you'll go down that timeline, which will bring much more fruition into your life. More abundance, more happiness, and it literally works like magic, and it makes you question your reality as well. It's like, what the heck? How could that have happened? Because when you start doing these things, you're gonna start instantly realizing, wow, this older version of me that I identified with probably would not have attained the same abundance as I am right now if I wasn't just simply present to the moment and choosing the most optimal way to deal with any given situation. So I hope that helped all of you. It definitely is a game changer for me now when I encounter super stressful situations or just problematic situations in general. I just clear my mind. I go, hey, there's gotta be a way to handle this. If there's a problem, there's a solution. I promise you that. And I know it can be frustrating. It can be so hard. It can be like, man, just this shit. But hey, take a breather, feel it out, feel into your gut feeling, feel through those feelings. Try not to externalize that energy on anyone else because they're just doing their job. They're just acting, they're just playing their part as well. So as always, go ahead, you guys can DM me on Instagram with any further questions, and that's gonna tee it off for today's video, and I will see you tomorrow. Much peace, and as always, stay present. Much peace.